Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kortiwada. In this video, we will learn about unit testing on set validators method of a form control in reactive forms. I have discussed about set validators method in my Angular tutorial videos. I'll provide the link in the description. Please watch before continuing with this video. Let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code. Here I have created a input field, a div element, and inside this div element I am using a paragraph. This will be printed only when my username is in a required state. And also I have a button which will change the validations from a basic validation to a required validation. That means in the initial stages, username does not have any validations. I am adding that dynamic validations like validators.required in by clicking on a button called as change validations. Change validation method has been defined and it was assigned to a click event of my button. When I click this button, then this div has to be triggered whenever there is no value entered in my form control. Let's test these scenarios. Before testing that, let me show you a demo of this particular piece of code. Let me go into the browser. Here I have a username field and make username as required. For example, in the starting, whenever it is loaded, for example, I'm loading this. Whenever it is loaded, here the username, I'm touching it and clicking outside. It is in a required state, but the default validators is no validators for that input field. When I click this one, see here, username is required. That means previously I have touched this field and came out, and the validation is dynamically added whenever I'm clicking on this make username as required. This type of testing will be done now in the spec file of app.component.ts. Let me go into the app.component.spec.ts and let me create two variables. Let fixture colon component fixture, which is of type app component, and also let component instance colon, it is of type app component. So these are the two variables. After compiling our configuration module, what I want to do is I want to assign a fixture value. Fixture is equal to testbed dot create component of app component. I have created the app component fixture, and also let me assign a component instance value from the fixture dot component instance. So this is assigned to component instance variable. Let me save this, and here we are using a module called as reactive form modules. So let me import them, and I have imported the reactive forms module, so I can use that reactive forms module in my spec file. So let me create a first description. The first description is checking the whole dynamic updation of validations for a form control. So I want to check the dynamic updating of all these validations. For example, for the first time, I'm using an input field. Let me create one ID for this input field. ID is equal to username. This is my ID, and let me create one more ID for this div. ID is equal to error handler is my ID, and also let me create one ID for this button. ID is equal to button. So button ID. Let me save this. I have three IDs. What I want to do is for the first time there is no validators which are assigned to this username. So whenever there is no username validators, then I will not get this particular div element when I touch this input element and coming out of that input element without entering some values. So the same way we will check here. Before checking that, fixture dot detect changes, let me detect the changes so that username form control will be binded to my HTML content. Fixture dot when stable, whenever it is stable, I'll get a callback function called as a promise. Inside this promise, what I can do is I can get the input element colon HTML input element is equal to fixture dot debug element dot native element dot query selector. So I we will get the element by using an ID. So let me give hash username. This is my ID, and in this input element I want to enter some value. Input element dot value is equal to empty. That means I'm not entering anything, and at the same time I want to dispatch an event for making changes. Event which is of input event, but my value is empty. So in this case, for the first time, we don't have validations. That is the reason we should not get this particular element. That means this element should not be existed in our application. So let me check that. Const error element colon, which is of type HTML div element, equal to fixture dot debug element dot native element dot query selector of what is my ID hash. It is of error handler. Let me copy this and paste here. This is a error handler. Here our expectation is error handler or error element should not be existing. So dot to be null. It should be null. Why? Because for the first time it doesn't have any validations, and hence we should not get any validation divs there. Now what I want to do is I want to check expect of component instance dot username dot errors object. This should be again equal to null. Why? Because there is no errors for our username field. Let me save this. So here one has been successfully passed. Why? Because there is no errors for the first time. Now what I want to do is I want to add the dynamic required validations by clicking on this button. So let me get this button first. So const button id colon html button element equal to fixture dot debug element dot native element dot query selector of what is my query selector. It's a hash of button id. So let me copy for the naming convention button and button ID, copy this and paste here. So I will get this button. On this button, what I'll do is I'll use a click event. Whenever the button is clicked, then the validations will be added to my particular input field. Once the click event is done, then we will update our fixture dot detect changes, because the changes happen to our TS file will be reflected on my HTML. Fixture dot when stable, whenever this is stable, I'll get a callback. Inside the callback, let me check few things. The first thing is this div will be existing. So what I can do is I can get this error handler again. So let me get this div element again, and here error element updated. So this is my error element updated value, and this time it should not be null. So our expectation is expect of error element updated dot to be defined. Either we can check in this way or we can check not null, not dot to be null. So both are same. In this case I am checking not to be null. Let me save this. Here it was successful. That means error element is appearing in my HTML content after a button click. That means we have added our validations to our username form control dynamically. And here what I can do is error element updated dot children dot length, that should be equal to 2 equal of how many children we have one children, that is the required children. So this paragraph should be existed in our application. And also one more expectation, expect of error element updated value. So dot children of 0, we have only one, dot inner HTML. That inner HTML should be equal to our text, whatever we have inside this username is required. Let me copy this and paste here, give semicolon, and now let me save this. If you see here, one test case has been successfully passed. That means we in the starting stage we don't have any input value, and we are checking that errors has to be null. And later on clicking on a button, I'm changing the validations. That means I'm adding some extra validations to the user name form control. After adding that particular data, we are checking whether the error appeared or not. So this is how we can check our set validators in Angular using reactive forms. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.